Hello, everyone, and welcome to a Thursday FiberCast. Today's date is May 3rd, 2018. My name is Lynn Marquidant, and I'm your host. Welcome. We're making clue number 4 of our mystery quilt. For anyone who hasn't checked it out, go to simplycolorful.com and look for our Spring Fling mystery. Here is clue 3. I haven't even made one of these yet, so we're going to do it live on TV. So grab your project, whether you're making the mystery quilt or something else. Let's see what we can accomplish in 60 minutes or less. Okay, so we're making a 3-inch square. Last week we made these squares. I think that's right. We made a couple of different kinds. We made this and then the darker ones. We're similarly making 3-inch squares that have a triangle, a square, and 2 smaller triangles. And I'm making the baby-sized quilt. On the clue, it will tell you how many of these. I need to make 48 of them. If you're making the lap size, you need 84. The big lap needs 96. And if you're making a full-sized quilt with this mystery quilt, you need to make 144 of these babies. So let's make one and see how it goes. First off, in the gray, or the G fabric, we need 2-inch squares. I have a lot of gray here. Someone asked me, I think it was Joni. Hi, Joni, if you're out there, if we had finished using fabric E. Let me make sure I've got the right letter. Yes, fabric E. For me, it's magenta. And the answer is yes. I believe we've used everything that we need out of that fabric. So let me know. I'm hoping you don't have too much of that left, if the yardage was right. Although I'm being led to believe that our yardage estimates were pretty substantial, pretty heavy-handed, and we may have plenty left over to make our backing, which will be cool. Okay, so I'm just cutting a 2-inch strip here so I can cut my 2-inch squares. And I might as well cut them all out. If I need to make 48, and this will give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4 is 20. So this will be 40. And then I'll cut out 8 more later. How's that sound? Let's make one and make sure our measurements are right. So the reason for my early FiberCast is tomorrow, Mom and I are taking a road trip out to Pennsylvania to see my sister. I hope I cut that right. 2 inches looks so small. Because, of course, then they finish at 1.5, right? The only unfortunate part is that Bob can't come with us. He is busy working, but we'll take pictures and okay, I'm going to stop there just in case. So here are my 2-inch squares. Now for the white, and by the way, on clue 4, there is a foundation paper piece. So if you'd like, use that. If you like foundation paper piece and just make lots of copies. Remember, when you print it out, don't fit it to page. Don't scale it at all. You want it the true size. And just make sure that when you're done, measure it, make sure it measures 3.5 inches and will finish at 3 inches. But that's a good alternative. For me, for the H white, cut this 2 3/8 inch. Hopefully that's already this width. Pretty sure it is. It has been humid here. What was it, last week? It was cold and we were using heaters, and now it's humid. This weather is unbelievable. Okay. Yeah. So I'm cutting this 2 3/8 inches by 2 3/8 inches. And then I'm cutting it on the diagonal to make my triangles. Okay, so there are my white triangles. For me, this is H. Hope you can see that. Let's see, how will this go? So it will go like this. Okay. And now, out of my D fabric, I need to cut a strip that is 3 7/8 inch wide. I do love making little squares. And before you know it, I'm going to have that overhead camera, and this is going to be much more satisfying for you to watch. I just know it. 3 7/8. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3 7/8. And now, without even moving it, two, 3 7/8. Okay, so 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. I hope you can see that. And now similarly, I'm going to cut it on the diagonal. And that makes that part of the square. So we sew these together, for me, 48 times, and I'm done. I'm going to live dangerously, and I'm going to cut out another one, hoping the size is right. 3 7/8. I saw my sister KB, she cut out all of her pieces last time, and I've seen several of you do that. I think that's a great idea. I should do that. But first, let's do a test one. So, put that aside, and I have my light gray thread. Yay. Okay. So, ooh, what's that noise? Oh, it was the light against my, okay, so there's one. Now I'm going to finger press it. And now over here, sew that, then open that up, beautiful. So I have about a 1/2 inch seam down there. Looks pretty good. It looks a little less, but trimmed it, and now I'll take my blue triangle. I'm sure there's a name for this block, but I didn't come up with it. You know, it's not a square on a square. It's not a 9 patch. What is it? Okay. This to work. Bob just saw my new ironing board just before I went live. So Joyce, I told him all about it, that you made it for me. Oh, okay. Where are my glasses? Oops, it's my Joanne's flyer. Okay. Let me give it a good press and then I'll show you. Then we'll measure it. There is our block for clue number 4. Let's see. Yep, 3.5 by 3.5. Very good. So I only have 47 more to make. Yay. I like it. So again, if I'd had my act together, this is the block we're going to make today. Clue 4. How's your week been? I hope you're winding down. One more day. One more day. Now that we know how to do this, I will chain piece as much as I have here. Cut more. I don't think it matters which side you do this on. I did want to share that Joanne sent me a new flyer. I wanted to share with you what I saw on it. Okay, there we go. I'll cut more right here. Let me get Joanne's flyer. Don't go anywhere. Here it is. It fell on the floor. So this one is for April 26th to May 9th. And it says senior discount day is to yesterday. So that does us no good. Never mind with that. Wednesday, May 2nd, 20% off everything if you're 55 or older. Okay. Oh, excuse me. What do we have here? It's called Daffodil Dash. And they have some yarns are on sale, some DMC floss. Solid felt, some 50% off your total purchase of regularly priced sewing notions. Thursday through Monday, this past weekend. What the heck? I'm a day late and $1 short. Batting by the yard is 40% off. Well, anyway, $5 off your purchase of 30 or more. May 6th through 9th, that's still good. And then 40% off any one price between now and May 9th. 20% off your total purchase, May 3rd through 5th. Okay. Well. I'm going to cut this. These are my white triangles. So these are 2 3/8 wide. My squares, and then I just half it up. If Kelsey's out there, thank you for lending me your square and a square ruler. That was fun. If If you ever want to borrow any tools, just call me. Okay. Go. Okay. So there is a set of flags. I think you'll find this one goes pretty fast, this clue. Boy, the later clues when we start putting these together are going to be fun. Since I've seen you, we had a nice time last Saturday. I went up and did the open sew, and it was so nice to see the guild members, and Nancy and Jean came by. Hi, Jean, if you're out there. Jean came by to cheer us on. They were making some cool things. What I made, and it's not done yet, but I'll show it to you, is a holder for your rotary cutter. You know how when at least when I carry this around, I'm always concerned that it's going to come open. I'm always very careful to shut it, or I try to. This is going to become a sleeve for the cutter. Kind of like you hold your glasses in, and you could put glasses in here too. And it will be all sewn up. There will be some buttons there, and it'll be sewn across the bottom. I'm wondering, though, how you keep it from falling out. So I might put something like a piece of thread through so it could hold on to I don't know how it's going to work. But anyway, I started 2 of them. They're pretty. I believe the fabric came from Linda Grant. That's what Nancy said. So maybe one will be, they were fat quarters. So one will be like that. And I'll show these when they're done. They're less than interesting right now, but and one will be like that. So we're making them for this fall's poly art. And there were some other things that were so cute, like, did you know you can make dog toys with leftover scraps from t-shirt quilts? They were braiding them, and you have to be careful on these. Braiding the scraps to make long pulls, and then you put the tennis ball over them and tie them in a knot. Or like GIMP that we used to do in camp, using GIMP to make those. What else were they making? But it was a fun time. Carol, overseas, over yonder, I wonder how your group is going. You were saying you were getting a group of people together to sew. Excuse me. Oh, and Joni, to answer your question also about the Lucy Boston, Sue Norton in the Chicago area is the one who has shown me those blocks and that paper piecing, and I love that you're into it. I keep encouraging Sue to do it, of course, so that her attention is diverted from dear Jane, because she is just beating me handily. I have to get back to that. Maybe this summer. I'm going down to Mom's place on Thursday, either May 18th or 17th, I forget, or 16th. But that Thursday. Gonna bring the car over, gonna bring my bike over. I tell my mother, and my summer wardrobe, which is the same as my winter wardrobe. Okay, So there we have more flags. Set the seam in place. And iron it open. All right. Here's 1/2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So after these, then I'll have just 40 left. So now, take these, and I'm going to sew them to those. This requires some creative sewing because my seams aren't quite lining up. One. There we go. 2. 3. Be careful not to stretch these. See how that's cut on the bias? The triangle can really get out of kilter. One more and then we will iron them. Okay. So there's another flag. Do, 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 do. And then I'm going to just gently fold it open. Make sure the seam is good. Yep. Okay, that looks good. 2, 3. Very good. So this is clue 4. Not too hard. I expect everyone to do this plus other things this week. Graduations are starting, aren't they? Graduations and weddings. did a pretty wedding quilt this week that Katie had done. Oh, it was the courtship pattern from Missouri Star. Lovely. And we did it in Anne Bright's Modern Ties design. Ooh, I love that one. If you happen to look up machine quilting designs, look up Anne Bright, ANNEBRIGHT. And it's Modern Ties was the one we used. And I really like how it works itself up. Look at that. And I'm curious, Sewing Kathy, did you get your quilt? I just recalled that was sent last Saturday, right? Look at that. Yay. That's going to be a nice addition. I'm liking it. Crisp and clean. I'm just giving it an extra little press. So this is clue 4. Well, you can always trim off the dog ears. And what else did I want to show you? I think that was it, just to encourage everyone to keep quilting away. And there's this. Put that there. I'll cut a few more here. Push that like that. You see that? Yeah. That's what I can do with the rest of my time. I will cut these out. 1, 2, 3, and 7/8. Let me double check that. Check, measure twice, cut once. 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. 1, 2, 3, and 7/8. There's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And these are just my 2-inch squares. So I'll square that up again. Four, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I'm going to do another set of 10. There. 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 Excuse me. 4, 8, 9, 10. 4, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we knew we'd have to cut one more strip. Just iron this. Three, four. Let's do one more strip here. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Okay, so we're making 40 of these. So I have all of my gray cut out. Yay. Now let's do our blue. I still have oodles of gray. I wonder where that's going to go. These mysteries are always a mystery to me, too. It's comforting, isn't it? Okay. I always square mine up. And then this is 3 and 7/8. So 1, 2, 3 and 7/8. 1, 2, 3 and 7/8. That's where it gets tricky. Let's just do 2 for now. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 7/8. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's another pile. That pile, that pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I realize over in the UK, you might still be up, but in California, you're still working. Maybe you can watch this after the fact. That would be good. Hope you do. Because remember, these FiberCasts are just a way for us to really buckle down and do some sewing. There's another 10 that goes there. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. So here we have, well, you can't see this, can you? I have now 2, 3. So I have piles enough for 40 of these in my gray and my blue, but now I have to do my white. Okay. Question is, so I have this much blue left. Question is, will there be any more blue in this quilt? That is the question. Okay, the white, I'm going to put these back over here. Maybe I'll put them here so you can see them. So I have my 4 piles. These are my 8, 10, 20, 30, 48. That's how many I need. Okay. Let's cut these. Okay, 2 and 3/8. Now I'm going to move this over just a little bit and do 2 and 3/8 again. Okay. So I'm going to save these squares up here and cut them in half in a minute. Move these over. Two, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 and 3/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to get 8 out of each of these. Okay, this should do it. This is really going to be a baby quilt, that's for sure. Okay, 8 and 8, 8 and 8. Oh, but I need 2 of each. 8 and 8. I'm not going to be done here, am I? Ten, 10, 10, 10. Okay, now I need to put 10 more. Gripping, isn't it? I hope you're working on something fun. Okay. So 2 3/8. Okay. So then we do 8, 8, 8. How many are here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I need 2, 4, 6. I need 8 more. And then we're done. Get her done. Use that. That's how much white I have left over. I wonder if we're going to use that again. If I were smart, I would do these mystery quilts, and then when we're done, we should learn from each other and write up the right description. Okay, so I have 8 more. I'm going to put 2, 2, 2, and 2. And there we have it. This all goes in the trash. All goes over here. I think it is humid and we've accomplished a lot. Let's summarize what we've done. So this is clue 4 of the Spring Fling Mystery Quilt. Simply colorful. We made 8 full ones. That's the square. And then we cut out fabric for 40 more. And that will be my homework between now and next week. So I want to thank you for joining me. Thanks for going with a little bit of a schedule change. I hope you have a great week and weekend. And we'll try and post pictures. And until next Friday, see you later, everyone. Thanks for joining me.